Hello everyone, it's Scotty McCoy here. I am hosting Slasher Scotty, and I am the author of the Ultimate Friday the 13th trivia book, and I am coming out with another book, the Ultimate Slasher Movie Encyclopedia, and I have a Friday the 13th alumni on the phone right now. She played Tina in Part 5, Debi Sue Voorhees, and she has another film coming out that we're going to discuss. This is our second interview, and I'm so excited to have her on again. So hi Debbie, how you doing?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Thank
you so much for having me on here.
Not a problem. I'm so glad that you reached out for this interview. I mean, you have given me so much advice regarding my own production company, and you have so much knowledge in it, and I took that advice to heart, and everything's going great there, and I'm so glad that we can now get 13 Fanboy out there.
Well, thank you.
Thank
you so much.
So the first question I have for you is, for those that are not aware of what 13 Fanboy is, can you explain to everyone what the project is about and what the film will be?
Absolutely. 13 Fanboy is about a sociopath whom the authorities believe to be a crazed fanboy is out killing his favorite women from Friday the 13th. He's out stalking with the intent to kill the women. That's kind of like the overview, the idea of an obsessed fan going after the women of Friday the 13th. The longer story is about a young woman named Kelsey Voorhees who witnesses as a child her grandmother being murdered. The fan who murdered her, or the killer who murdered her, was never found. And 10 years later, when she's an adult, she finds herself that there's been more than just her grandmother's murder, and that she finds that he's still stalking women, and she ends up having to protect her grandmother's best friend, who's also a Friday the 13th alum, and then finds herself to be a target as well by this killer.
Awesome.
And it's a very, very intense thriller. We have several Friday the 13th alum in the group, or in the cast. Think of like Hush, think of Cape Fear, that intense thriller, then add in the really cool horror kills. This is something you haven't seen before in terms of, jumping off the Friday the 13th. We're not associated with the franchise. This isn't a Friday the 13th film, but it is a fantastic horror thriller with a lot of the alumni in it.
Awesome.
And we have CJ Graham, we have Tom Matthews, which is actually, this is the first time the two will be reunited on screen.
Awesome.
And we have Judy Aronson, Tracy Savage. I'm going to be in it. We have Ron Sloan. You guys will remember him from Friday the 13th, Part 5. And we have several more announcements coming up that we're just, hammering out the final details on. But we're trying to bring in alumni from who are doing a lot of different interesting things in the world back into this film. We have an Indiegogo project up right now, and it's doing really well. We're super excited about it. We just announced a couple weeks ago, but in the Indiegogo project, you have all kinds of terrific perks. We're not asking for donations. What we're asking for is people to pre-buy the product. And you can be, even for as little as $13, you can have your name in the credits right alongside with all your Friday favorites. And you can also, there are chances to become an associate producer, a co-producer, and an executive producer.
Nice.
So you can be a big, active part of this film. In fact, we're trying to incorporate as many fans as humanly possible possible. We have from Never Hike Alone, we have Vincent DeSante and Andrew Laity, which is that wildly popular Friday the 13th based fan film. The people that we're bringing on board, our artists, our crew, our cast, they're all Friday the 13th fans.
Right.
And so we're really working hard. I mean, we have a full professional group. Luckily, there's like Vincent DeSante, he did a fabulous job of directing and starring in Never Hike Alone. Mm-hmm. He's an incredible pro, and he's on board. Andrew Laity is a brilliant actor, and he's a huge fan. So I really think he's a star in the making. I don't think it'll be very long. I mean, he's in extremely high demand, and so it's just a matter of time for him to really have his breakout role, and this may very well be the one.
Right.
So there's much to do, and I want to include fans as much as possible. We opened up for fans. A lot of them have bands, and they have some kick-ass bands with some great music, and we've opened it up so that they can submit up to 2 songs. Awesome. For us to consider for inclusion in the film.
Awesome.
We're going to open it up for artists who paint and draw and sculpt and stuff to submit stuff that could be, on the walls of somebody's home in the film. We're looking for horror art in specific. So we have a couple scenes when we're in the killer's house that I would really like some really cool horror art. So people are able to submit art for that as well. So, we're really open arms and really want to open it up to the fans. Right. And that's probably a longer answer than you wanted.
Well, speaking about the alumni from Friday the 13th that are in the film, without spoiling anything and without giving names, if you're able to, do some or all, or without spoiling, of course, do any of them actually get killed in the film?
That's you'll have to wait and see.
Oh, so no spoilers at all, not even a hint. So, do you have an estimated release date or even filming date for it?
We would really like to get it out next year. Okay. We're getting close to being able to, block out our shooting time. We've got a lot of schedules to work around, and so yeah, we're on it.
Awesome. So, do you have where are you going to be filming it at?
Well, actually, in at least 3 different places.
Okay.
We're going to be shooting in New Mexico.
Okay.
We're also shooting in Los Angeles.
Awesome.
And then we're looking for a 3rd city. It'll be somewhere where there's a horror convention, because there's a big horror convention scene in it.
Nice. So, what about when it's released now? Would you would it be on DVD? Would you be able to stream it on Netflix or on any streaming devices, or where would people be able to watch it?
It'll be a wide release. Okay. We've already have a letter of intent from a theatrical distributor for a small to medium size release for the first week.
Awesome.
And that'll be anywhere from 350 to 750 screens. That could be expanded, and it will be if we do really well in our first week, which frankly I don't see how we wouldn't. There's so many horror fans out there that love this franchise and have been begging to have their favorites back, and we're delivering that. So I think they're going to come out in droves for us.
Awesome. So we know that we have the amazing, Debi Voorhees yourself directing the film, and no problem. And it's also your production company is the one that's going to be, producing it, right?
I am.
So
that's right. Myself, and I also have a producing partner who's amazing. His name's Joel Paul Rysick.
Okay.
His production company is Be Your Own Hollywood.
Awesome.
He and I came up with the idea together, and we wrote an extremely detailed 30-page outline together, and then I finished the script from there. And when I say detail, I'm talking about we knew where everything was going scene by scene. So we're talking about very detailed.
That's great.
And so he's my producing partner, my writing partner, and he's just he has 25 films under his belt, and every single one of them have gotten distribution.
Awesome.
We will be distributed widely, both in a streaming market and also in outlets like Walmart, Target, that sort of thing.
That's awesome. So now I know you said it's not a Friday the 13th film, but is it
Right.
related in tone to Friday the 13th, and if so, how?
I really think that we're really talking about two completely different products here.
Awesome.
In some ways, because we will have the people from Friday the 13th, that element is there. But, we don't own the franchise rights, so we do need to be careful. But this is a different film.
Right.
This is, like I said, think of the thrillers like Hush.
Right.
Think of Cape Fear, that intensity. Now add in the horror kills that everybody loves so much.
Right.
And, it's very intense. It's like Tom Matthews, we just did a live chat with him. And he said in there, he read the script. He said, it's fantastic, lots of twists and turns, and nothing you're going to expect.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to hear about that. Maybe we can even get, if you can get in touch with Tracy Savage and Judy Aronson. I know I would like to interview them for my book. We can even get them on. They can even promote the 13 Fanboy as well, if you can get them in touch with me.
I will give it a try.
Awesome.
They're both extremely busy women.
I do know that, but
yes.
If we can get something going, that'd be even amazing. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, let me see. Regarding the Friday the 13th alumni, do they have their Friday the 13th moniker names, because
No, of course not. They're playing themselves.
They're playing themselves.
Yeah, no. If we put them on as characters from the film, we would be slapped with a lawsuit in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
And they're playing themselves.
And the benefit of them playing the character, I guess, or the name of the character that they did in the film, how would that happen if they died in the film, or most of them did anyways? But yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, that can't happen.
Exactly.
That won't work.
But that's awesome.
But with the, they're actually playing a fictional version of themselves. We're not using them exactly as they are. It's a fictional version.
All right. So basically, they would be playing, for example, with Tracy Savage. She'll be playing a fictional version of Tracy Savage, and it'll be, and she is a star from Friday the 13th that is being stalked by this sociopath.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
she's
great.
Tracy Savage, who was once in Friday the 13th. In her particular case, she is a professor, in which she is actually in real life. She does teach broadcasting, journalism in California, and she was a broadcast journalist. You may know that for a very long time in California.
Yep.
For NBC.
She did the O.J. Simpson murder trial, right?
Exactly.
Yep. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Do you have any other projects besides 13 Fanboys with Voorhees?
I do. Right now this is at the forefront, and this is the one I'm pushing and getting ahead. But I've got a horror comedy that I really would like to do. I've got. I would very much like to find a really good ghost story. I have one that I've started writing that I really like a lot, and I've got a couple of ideas for them. But I'm also open to looking at someone else's work in that. Right now, I'm not accepting scripts because I'm just too slammed with what I'm doing. But yeah, I've got quite a few projects on the back burner.
Awesome. So I guess the last thing I have for you, and then if you want to expand on anything else that we may have missed, you can. Do you personally have any future projects outside of 13 Fanboy and your production company that you might be filming that you're able to discuss and talk about and promote?
Yeah, right. Like I said, right now, it's just I am fully
Okay.
On 13 Fanboy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
just
that's
not time to do
definitely
another project.
that's definitely the one that I can tell. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I'm sure everybody else is. That's like one of those dream movies that Friday the 13th fans will definitely love, especially because they're going to see characters that they love, and then maybe this can spawn its own franchise into
Right.
something like where you can include, like, say, if you have for example, there is a sequel, you could bring other alumni back that haven't
Right.
been in this first one even.
Right.
Now, do you have?
There's,
Go ahead.
we definitely would like to have a part 2.
Yes.
And I think that given the horror base, and especially right now, we don't have another Friday the 13th coming out, and it'll probably be a while.
Yes.
Even if they settle the lawsuit tomorrow, you're still looking out a couple years out before they could ever get a film out.
Right.
So, because there's so much work to be done to get a film completed. It's not, something you do overnight.
Right, and the thing is, Victor Miller, he may have won it, but now Sean Cunningham, he's appealing it. So how long is this battle really going to go on for?
Yeah, there's no way for us to know.
Exactly, and I mean, we want that one extra movie out there. It's the 13th. I mean, come on.
Right. Right, you gotta do the 13th. There's no doubt about it. And
Exactly.
I'm certainly cheering on and want that one to happen.
Yeah.
And there's some
maybe have all the final girls
out there to take the helm for that. One would be Vincent DeSante. Who did Never Hike Alone. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. There's just so many people out there. There's Adam Marcus. I wouldn't mind a stab at it. There's several people out there.
Yes, I agree.
I personally, what I would like to direct would probably be like a 14th one, because I would like to do a prequel. I want to see Jason as a child and how he grew up and how he became what he is.
That would be amazing. And I think the 13th one, I would like to see all the final girls and the survivors. Bring Tommy Jarvis, bring Trish Jarvis, bring Melanie Kinnaman back as Pam, bring them all back. Like, I mean, unfortunately, Adrienne King, you won't be able to bring her back up since of the of what happened in part 2, unless they can somehow get around that. Maybe that was like a whole, maybe they can figure a way to get around her death or whatnot. But
I think on that one, a lot of people feel like it was like more like a dream sequence.
Yes.
So, you just have to. I mean, hell, if they can raise Jason from the dead, I think they can raise.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. Yes.
It's just, does anybody ever really die in a horror movie? I don't think so.
I don't think so. You can definitely. I mean, they always say, like, they said part 4 is going to be the last one, and then we had part 5. But then Jason wasn't really the killer, and then you have part 6, and now he's back from the dead. Then you have part 7, then Jason goes to hell. Well, he's going to hell. It's the last one. Well, about what, 2-3 more films later?
Right. Right.
So
exactly.
do you have anything else that we haven't discussed about 13 Fanboy, or any other projects or anything else that you want to discuss to talk about?
No, just please come out and support us. Support us on the Indiegogo, share. Send us your encouragement. If you're out there and you're a young filmmaker and you need some IMDb credits, this is a great way to do it, because you'll not only have a credit, you can get a producer credit not only in the film but also on IMDb.
Yes, exactly. So you heard it there. I'll go to Indiegogo, donate if you aren't able to donate. If you're not there, financially, it doesn't hurt to even share it, because you never know who you can reach that will be able to donate to the cause and get this 13 Fanboy out there. This is one of those films that will be a dream for not just Friday the 13th fans, but all horror and slasher movie fans. Like, it's something that could be the new genre out there, that is the new movie in the genre out there that people are going to be raving about, and I see big potential with this.
Absolutely. And, if you have, most horror fans have lots of friends who are also horror fans.
Exactly.
Tell those 10 friends of yours and get them to help. Even if you can't, you can get them to help.
Yep.
And, make this happen.
Exactly.
We can make anything happen with the backing of the fans. And,
Exactly.
What they want. This is their time to be in control instead of waiting at the mercy of the studios to do what they'd like. Here's their opportunity. We can do this for them. I've had so many people ask me over the years, to do something like this. And so I think it's super important that we get out there and make it happen. And think about it, as a fan, your name will be in the exact same film credits as C.J. Graham, Tom Matthews, and so many of your favorites. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's huge.
I agree. I definitely agree. That's a big deal right there, because I mean, imagine being right there with Tom Matthews from Friday the 13th Part 6, Night of the Living Dead, and then C.J. Graham, Jason Voorhees himself. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's a huge opportunity for the fans just to get their name out there. Even if you don't want to be in the acting industry, you still got your name on a film that you can say, hey, I got a credit right here, and the end credits right here for the film. Like,
that's right. Yeah. And you actually were a part of making it happen.
Yes.
I mean, the people who are putting in their time, whether it's sharing and helping to promote it, or actually putting a contribution in, you're really doing a lot. You're a part of movie making history.
Yep, and every dollar counts. You don't need to give, $1,000 donation to make it happen. Every dollar counts. Give what you can. If you can't give, then share, because the word of mouth and social media, that is the big part of marketing these days, and it's free marketing, and it's just, it helps. Every cent helps. Every dollar helps. So get out there and make this happen.
And ask individually.
Yes.
Individual requests get more response than anything else.
Exactly.
Hey, come on! I've got my name in the credits. Get your name in the credits with me. We'll be in this together.
Exactly.
Get your buddies involved.
Right. And now, outside of 13 Fanboy, I forgot to ask this, and I think Greg Gilbert may have brought it up to you, but I was going to bring it up. I told him I would mention it again to you. I did nominate you for the Doubtfire Challenge. Are you planning on doing it?
That's right. Yes, I am. Awesome. He just asked me to do it on set, but I can do it before that if you guys want.
You can do it whenever you want. I think on set would be even better. Maybe even get the whole cast and crew involved. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that's what we had talked about. Yeah. So that's a possibility.
Awesome. That'd be awesome. This is a great cause. I mean, I suffer from depression, so I mean, getting the word out, out there to make people smile that are depressed, and for suicide awareness. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Greg asked me when he first interviewed me, and I did it in a heartbeat. And I think my dad in the video looked a little too happy of throwing the pie right at my face. I mean, you can see the smirk on his face.
A little too much.
You can see the smirk on his face.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Debbie, for reaching out for the interview. I'm so glad we were able to set this up as quickly as we did, and we can get the word out for 13 Fanboy, get people to donate, get the word out there, and hopefully everybody that's out there listening, this will be on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and Anchor FM, and a bunch of other platforms. So stay tuned and keep an eye out, and we'll get this out there right away, and we'll make sure that we get your 13 Fanboy distributed, filmed, and everything as quickly as we possibly can.
Fantastic. And be sure and send me links so I can share.
I definitely will.
And let me know what the platforms are so I can put them on there.
Awesome. I will definitely do that. Thank you very much, Debbie, and it's been an honor talking to you for the second time. I'm so glad, because growing up, I was a fan. I was like a fan. Like I was now, like I'm living my childhood dream, that I became friends with somebody I watched growing up, and it's amazing.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you so much, Scotty. I am honored to be your friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you have an amazing rest of your day. Your afternoon is just starting, and mine's going into the evening soon. So time to relax a little bit and get this posted for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so
much.
Not
a problem. You have a good day.
Take care.
Yep.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.